11 years ago, Sandy was just a girl with a soft heart, and he was just a boy with empty pockets, but the kind of tenderness that made even poverty feel romantic. Back then, love felt like a promise the universe whispered and sealed with hope. She believed in him, more than he believed in himself, maybe more than she ever believed in anyone. He had nothing but dreams that scared him. She had nothing but faith that held them both together. And together, they made an 8-year-old boy who carried the best pieces of both of them. But love is sweetest in the beginning when everyone is young, hungry, and hopeful. And that's exactly where their beauty started and where their suffering grew teeth. He left the village with nothing but a bag full of fear. Even his own mother refused to invest in his life. When he called Sandy crying, his voice shaking as though the world was collapsing behind him, he said one sentence she never forgot. At this point, "You're all I have. Don't ever leave me." That day, she promised she never would. And she kept her word, every single time. She stood by him when he slept on friends' floors, when work frustrated him, when loneliness tried to swallow him. She stayed through every tear, every setback, every broken dream. But when it was her turn to need him, when she whispered, "I'm pregnant," he chose the door instead of her. He told her he wasn't ready to be a father, told her to get rid of the baby, told her he wasn't coming back. Yet she kept the child, kept the love, kept the man in her heart even when he didn't want to be there. And when he returned, like all wandering men do, she accepted him back. Broken, yes, but hopeful, always. But the version of him that returned was a stranger, cold, detached, present only in body, but gone in soul. He hid his absence behind excuses. "I'm busy working to provide." But work didn't rob him. Friends did. Money did. Comfort did. And slowly, she became the one doing all the chasing. Some nights she cried into her pillow, asking herself why love had turned into begging, asking why the same arms that held her once now felt like borrowed space. Finally, he told her the truth, a truth sharp enough to peel her open. "This is not a relationship, it's just an arrangement, something for when I'm in the mood." Those words didn't just break her, they humiliated her, because she remembered the boy who once begged her not to leave him. Now he acted as though she was a convenience store, only open when needed. And after all she had done, after all she carried, he looked her in the eyes and asks, "What have you even sacrificed for me?" She could have laughed, or screamed, or collapsed, but she just stared, realizing the truth. Some people forget who held the ladder when they finally make it to the top. Now the beautiful parts of their story feel like an old photograph, faded at the edges. The last 6 years have been nothing but ghosting, excuses, weekends of intimacy, weekdays of silence, a son used as a bridge for convenience. She wants to block him, delete him, erase him from her spirit like chalk in the rain, but then she remembers her son, the boy who needs his father, the boy who shouldn't pay for the sins of a man who never understood love. But still, how do you heal from someone who keeps reopening the wound every time he calls? How do you move on when the chain around your heart is the same one that feeds your child? People say it's spiritual, others say it's emotional. Sandy says she's simply tired. Tired of holding on, tired of letting go, tired of loving loudly only to be met with silence. And now she is standing at a crossroads with no signboard. Should she block him to save herself, even if it risks breaking her son's connection to his father? Or should she endure this storm until she finally feels nothing at all? I don't know what she'll choose, but one thing is clear. This isn't just a story about heartbreak. It's the story of a woman who gave everything to a man who only remembered her when he was empty. And maybe, just maybe, The real healing begins the day she finally remembers herself.